Okay, good day class. This is lab 4-1 solenoid and plunger voltage tester. The purpose of this lab is to use a wiggy. We're going to connect it up to our power supply in both AC and DC formats to see the limitations of it, how well we can use it. It is a tool that we can use in our toolbox. It's fairly rugged in design, as the lab talks about, so it can sit in your pouch. There is not a great need for a battery in it unless you're planning on testing any continuity with it, but other than that, it always has its power supply ready to go because it is energized by the connection to the live circuit that you are connecting it to. It does have limitations. Voltages less than 120 volts will not be indicated, but it does also do both AC and DC. Okay, so I have our solenoid and plunger tester here. Remember the rules of operation with this. We do not leave it connected up for greater than 15 seconds, otherwise we run the risk of burning the coil out in here and damaging the meter. Okay, so step one, I'm going to turn my power supply on, and then they're going to ask us to connect up the wiggy to our fixed voltage AC. So we're going to go line 1 to neutral, line 2 to neutral, and then line 1 and line 2. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to try to zoom in on us here and probably bring the camera a little bit closer so that we can see exactly what's going on this wiggy. Kind of tough for me to see here. 1 second, just bear with me for a minute. Okay, so we're gonna go, oopsies, let's zoom you out a bit. And we're gonna go neutral to line 1. Okay, and we show 120 on the indicator there. We have 2 indicator lights. Both the red lights are indicating AC, and it's also vibrating a little bit. I'm going to go line 2 to neutral. Once again, we're showing the 120 there again. Okay, and then I'm going to go line 1 to line 2. So here we should get 240. The buzz is higher. Okay. And once again, not more than 15 seconds, otherwise we run the risk of damaging that. So it indicated 240 on those guys. Okay. Next, they want us to flip the switch over to 4 to neutral. So now we're going to use our variable supply here. All right. And we're going to run our voltage up to about 25 volts-ish, somewhere around there. Okay, now this is less than the 120, so I don't anticipate our solenoid to even move in this case. So I'm going to go my 4 to neutral, and as you can see on the indicator there, we have nothing. The 2 lights are indicating AC, but we don't. That disc has not even moved down from that state up top there, and the reason for that, it is less than the 120 volts. Okay, dial that back down again. The next step they ask us to do is we're going to connect up to the fixed DC supply. Okay, and this fixed DC supply is a 120, so we're going to expect to see a 120 voltage on the DC again, but only one indicator light will come on to indicate just DC, and it will not vibrate, which is what happens. Okay, so the DC is on the left, it's showing 120 there. Okay, and it is not vibrating, but we have the 1 indicator light on. Okay, next I'm going to increase my variable supply to the 25 volts roughly again in DC. Now I'm going to stick my probe in the variable DC, and once again it's showing that we have a DC source there, but we are not indicating at all because of the fact that we are less than 120. Okay, so shift you back a little bit here for a minute so you can see me again. And that was, pardon me, lab 4-1, the solenoid plunger type voltage tester. Okay, see you in the next lab.